this one.
It's been almost 20 years since we wrote our first song, and we've continued to learn and evolve through these last 20 years. I know for a fact that most of the bands either go through a lot of lineup changes that they eventually disintegrate, but that has somewhat, not been our case. And facts be stated, we are still in absolute good terms with all the members who have played with Dark Project in the past, and I'm going to be, I'm going to be positive that they are still well-wishers of the band. But I think what sticks the band together is that it offers a musician a platform to come in and express themselves. So the sustenance of the band, one of the primary things that had to happen was to disassociate yourself from generating money out of this band, because quite frankly, it's a hard struggle for musicians doing English music in India to have that kind of commercial success that you can take forward as a professional career. So the first thing we did was to ensure that we are stabilized monetarily, and that isn't an easy process. That took years.
It is a much more polished sound because we are taking a very thought out approach to production this time. So we prepare demo tracks, we try to create scratches, then we try to layer the rhythm section first, get the vocals done, then probably the guitars, and essentially build everything up from a foundation point of view. Like the important elements are tracked first. That way, when we land up with the stack of tracks for a given song, we have a lot of information to work with. We don't keep all the information in the end, but we trim it down to what makes sense for a particular section, what would the listener, or let's say even us, we would find interesting.
So this is the first album that we are planning to come up with a new lineup, and one very interesting fact about Dark Project is we have a lot of varied exposure to music. Like I, being a guitarist, I was always influenced by the sounds of Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, The Doors, guitarists like Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page, Guthrie Govan, even Slash. So I have the influences inbuilt with me. The composition process that we wanted to explore in this thing is basically how not to go with the mainstream kind of approach where you have songs like verse, chorus, pre-chorus like that, but we wanted to kind of break the normal flow of songwriting into something more interesting and create structures which works well but is slightly different from the actual structures. So, and we are also trying to bring in the fact that how the melody changes over the song, the structure to structure. There is a lot of scale change, there is a lot of modal changes which are happening in this song, in the songs basically, and we also wanted to capture the way the instruments are complementing with the vocals. That has been a very big part of exploration of the composition phase in this particular song, and as we record more songs, what we are trying to find out, we are basically redefining the sound of Dark Project. Cool.
What has changed in the last 10 years is the sonic quality of the band. There have been guys like Shaunak who have joined, and that has completely changed the sound of the band as well. But most importantly, 10 years back, we were still trying to make music for the audience with this particular structure. But in this new album, we are going with more like an open mind, open canvas, where commercial value is only important if it's liked by the audience, but it's nothing beyond that. It's not about generating monetary revenues which would sort of get into the compositional aspects of the song. So it's more like an open canvas that we're trying to paint on, and we love what is coming out of it.